everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maggie. Today we're going to do an empties video. So these are the beauty products that I have finished up. I think there's a declutter in here too, since December. So basically the first 2 months of the year. And I'm excited to share with you. I've got a lot of good products here and also some that I'm just happy to have moved out of my life. So let's go ahead and dive in. I am going to categorize these so I can leave chapters. We're going to start with makeup, and I have a little goodie stash here. So I'm going to talk about this one first. This is an empty pan. This is from Fenty. It's the Invisimatte Universal Setting and Blotting Powder. So this comes in a white compact. If I was thinking, I would have grabbed it before, but it comes in a white compact, and then you obviously have the pan of powder in it. What I really like about that is then you can push this old pan out. There's a little hole in the back of the packaging. You stick like a safety pin or something in there. This pops out, and then I bought a refill and just popped it back in, and I have a brand new powder basically without having to buy the component. So this is done. A nice shiny pan. I really enjoyed this powder, especially I find it great for that blotting kind of touch up. I have oily skin. Being that it's winter, I don't need a ton of touch up throughout my day, but in summertime, I definitely do. So that is the compact that I usually put in my purse and like bring around with me if I need a little oil control, you know? So this is done, which is very exciting. I also finished up this Milani Make It Last Matte Spray. I didn't like this. So again, I do have oily skin. I thought that this might be a good fit for me, but I just never really found a spray that is tailored towards matte or like oil control that's all that great. Like I find that the regular, you know, setting sprays, I prefer the original from Milani is just fine. Like I don't need this extra step. This was a charcoal infused type of formula. So it was black spray. It didn't like leave black dots on my face or anything, but I noticed it because I do use setting spray on the back of my hand, and then I wet a brush, and then I use it in eyeshadow to make a liner, and I could tell it was like gray on my hand, which was a little weird to me, but couldn't tell on my face. But yeah, I wouldn't repurchase this. It wasn't my favorite. I prefer the original formula. That's just fine with me. Another product I finished up, this is from Jouer, I believe, and this is the Essential Hydrating Lip Oil. There is a tiny bit left in here, but I really can't get it out. This was clear, but over time it picked up a little bit of pinkiness from like other products I might have had left over on my lips. This was sitting on the side table by our couch and like my spot on the couch. And I like to have a lip product there, especially in the winter. It is so dry. We have humidifiers going nonstop, but it's just so cold that we have to have the heat, you know, turned up a bit, and therefore the air is dry. Anyway, you know how winter works. I used this up. It was okay. I wouldn't repurchase it. The packaging was fine. I just felt it like a little bit big compared to what you get. So, you know, it was fine, but I wouldn't repurchase this. Happy to have finished that up. Something I will repurchase, let's be a little positive here, is the Milani. This is the Stay Put Brow Color. This is in the shade 01 Soft Brown. This is their brow pomade. I have repurchased this. This is my old one. I have revived the heck out of this. I've microwaved it. I've put in a little bit of oil, stirred it up and microwaved it. Like I've done all the things, and it's just too dry and crumbly to use. So I have repurchased this. This is just, you know, the old one that I'm decluttering. But I did use, I mean, at least half of it. I mean, it is down there because my new one, the product's right at the top. So I know I used a lot of this up. I really like it. It is what I have in my brows today, my new one. So I would repurchase this. I like that Milani is a like reasonable price. And so I've just really fallen in love with a lot of their products over the years. Another product I have that is affordable is from e.l.f. This is the Hydrating Core Lip Shine in the shade Happy. This is like a My Lips But Better. It's a really nice shade. This is actually the second one of the specific shade I've used up. I really, really love it. So I probably will repurchase this again in the future. I'm not like rushing out. But after I use up a couple more lip products, I could see myself buying this again. It's very comfortable. It is kind of like a tinted lip balm sort of situation. So it's very hydrating, kind of has a shine, but it has just a light tint of color. So if you see the packaging, like this color is much darker in the packaging than what it looks like on my lips. I actually have another one here at my desk. This one's called Joyful. It's this brighter, like kind of pinky coral. It's not that bright. It's actually what I have on my lips today. So don't let the packaging like spook you. It's definitely not as intense, but I really like these. Definitely would repurchase, highly recommend. I think they're $3 or $4, very comfortable, everyday wear type product. And then the last makeup product is a mascara. This is my tried and true, the CoverGirl Exhibitionist. I always get like black or blackest black, whatever. This is my favorite mascara. It has a natural bristle wand and a slight hourglass shape, but not too extreme. I love this. I switch mine out quarterly. It's the only mascara I wear. But at the quarterly mark, it is maybe a little bit more drier than I want it to be, starting to flake just a little bit. So that cadence works for me. And I just purchase like 2 at a time when I can, when they're on sale. Like sometimes they go on sale with Ulta, where it's like buy one, get one, or buy one, get one half off or whatever. So I just buy them 2 at a time and I absolutely love it. Highly, highly recommend. Those are the makeup products, which is very exciting. It's been a minute since I shared stationery. I don't know if it's because I forgot or if I just genuinely haven't been using stuff up, but I did finish a pen. And I know some of you really enjoy talking about stationery. So I finished up the pen. This is one of my favorite types of pen. It's the Paper Mate Ink Joy Gel 0.7. It's a clicky one. And it is kind of this pretty purple color. So I have a little thing here at my desk for work, got some highlighters, scissors, and then I've got all sorts of pens, and I pick a different color every day so that in my notebook, when I take notes for work, I can clearly see, okay, this was Monday, Tuesday was pink, Wednesday was purple, whatever. It just, I don't know, it adds a little bit of brightness. It's a little bit fun to pick out my pen color in the morning. So I did finish this one up, and you know, I just buy packs of the colors. Usually in the fall when they're on sale for back to school, I'll get like 2 big packs of all the colors and then just pick from there. I usually keep like 6 or 7 colors in this tin, and then as I finish one up, I put another one in, that kind of thing. Okay, let's move into some skincare. I have a sheet mask that I finished up. How exciting. I'm not like a huge sheet mask person, but this was nice. This was the Avatara, I don't know. I got it from Target. It's the Juicy Watermelon Hydrating Watermelon Mask. It says it's paraben, silicone, fragrance, and cruelty-free. So if those things are important to you, check it out. It was nice. It was kind of like a cloth material. I put it all over my face, and you know, kind of smoothed it out the best I could. I would say it fit my face pretty well. I mean, there were a couple of areas that could have been better, but whatever. It says to leave it on 10 to 20 minutes. I probably left this on for about a half hour and then took it off, and there's still some serum there. Like, it was definitely packing a punch, and there's definitely some serum still in here, so I'm trying not to get it everywhere. I'm not the type of person that's going to take the mask and like shove it back in here, though you totally could probably get a second round out of this, but I really enjoyed it. I did feel like my skin absorbed it. It didn't just sit there. It wasn't sticky. And then I just, took it off and kind of let my skin either absorb or let it evaporate off my skin for the rest of the night. And that was that. So I did like this. Again, I'm not like a huge sheet mask person. I do them from time to time, but this is one that I've used in the past. So I probably would repurchase this one if I wanted to get one. All right, and then I've got this little Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. This was in my Project Use It Up. If you don't know, I do Project Use It Up, which is a non-makeup project pan. So some of these items are from there if you want to check out that little mini series on my channel. So the Elemis Cleansing Balm. I've had multiple of these samples before. This one came in my beauty advent calendar box, which I'm happy to get. It does remove my makeup well. I will always use it up. It's just not my preferred cleansing balm. So I wouldn't purchase this on my own, if that makes sense. I just find that this is a thicker formula than what I'm looking for. I think if you had drier skin, you might really love this. For me, with oily skin, I don't really love the feeling of something thick on my skin. It just makes me worry that I'm never going to be able to rinse it off, and therefore it will break me out. Like, that's where my train of thought goes. I'm sure that's not always true. So I prefer ones that are a thinner consistency. I like the purple one from Naturium. I like the Good Molecules Cleansing Balm. That's my favorite because those get down to a really thin slip oil and it comes right off. Whereas this one, I felt like I had to really rinse a couple of times to get it off. And again, it removed my makeup. It did its job. It's just not my favorite. So that's how I feel about that. I also have a SPF 50. This is from Naturium. This is the SPF Fluid formula. I really love this in the summer. I don't even know when I finish this up, but I must have finished it up just because there was a little bit left in here, because I'm not using this right now in the winter time. I'm using a CeraVe SPF, which is a little bit more of a lotiony texture just because my skin is slightly drier right now. But I love this fluid for the summertime. I think this is usually about $25, $26, but Naturium, like their own website, does great deals for holidays. So I'm thinking probably like Memorial Day weekend I'll have a good sale, probably like 4th of July. Definitely had a good sale for Black Friday. So when that happens, they're typically half off. So you can get them around like the $13 mark. And that's when I'll buy like 4 of them, because I go through in the summer, I go through one of these a month. So really from like May, I would say through like October, this is my SPF of choice. So love this. Definitely try it if you like a fluid sunscreen, but get it on sale, okay? Next, I've got a serum from CeraVe. This is the Resurfacing Retinol Serum. I tried this because of Dr. Dre here on YouTube. She said that this was a good drugstore retinol, and I really like it. I have repurchased. It's very gentle, and I actually really like the pump applicator. I was using one from Inky List before, but that's a squeezy tube, and I felt like I was either getting too much or not enough, and like I was kind of over that. So I really like the pump. This is very gentle. If you want to try retinol, and maybe you have more sensitive skin than I do, or maybe you just like want to test it but like don't want to dive into the deep end yet, I think this is great. For me, I use retinol every other night, and then on the opposite nights, I use an AHA serum to exfoliate. So I'm exfoliating my skin a ton. That's what helps keep my skin clear for me personally, but I do it with gentle exfoliation. So I really, really like this. Have repurchased, would recommend. And then the other skincare thing I have here is from Trader Joe's. These are the micellar cleansing wipes. I don't use these on a regular basis, but I always travel with them. These are great, just kind of all-purpose wipes. So they are micellar. They will take off your makeup and like, you know, mascara and all of that. But they're also great if you just have like sticky hands, because they don't leave a residue on anything. Like it almost feels just like a wet wipe. So I always travel with these. Finish this up. I had a work trip in January that I went on, and there was just a few left, so I finished them up then. But I always repurchase these. You know, I think I already have a couple on hand, but they're really, really good. And I think if you're looking for kind of, like I said, like almost like an all-purpose wipe that can also remove your makeup, this is a good one. So next I've got a deodorant. Just wanted to mention it. This is the brand, the Dove Advanced Care. I've been rotating through different types of deodorants from Dove specifically, and I really like this one. I switch up the scent each time. I switch up, they have a couple of different formulas, but they're working for me. So I wanted to mention it. I used to have like really bad hyperhidrosis, like just like sweating like crazy. And I did have some different like prescription like deodorants you would use at night to like really dry up the area. But that, you know, led to irritation. So I feel like as I've gotten older, I've kind of grown out of that a little bit. I still do think I sweat more than the average person, but this keeps me smelling good. It is an antiperspirant. I know that's not everybody's vibe. For me, I do like that, and just want to shout this out because it's been working for me. So maybe it'll work for you. I have some body care products to talk about. One of them is from Tree Hut. This is the shave oil. I absolutely love the shave oil. It's the only thing I want to shave with. This is the vanilla scent, which was really nice for winter time. I definitely would recommend that you try these. They're so good. If you are sensitive to scent, I don't believe that they have a fragrance-free version right now, but I think you would like the vanilla. It's pretty subtle in my opinion in comparison to other scents. So this is worth a shot. I'm actually excited because my small local grocery store where I live in the middle of nowhere just got some Tree Hut products, and I'm like, please keep stocking these. I will buy them all if you keep restocking them. And they actually have a couple of scents, which is exciting. I also have a little scrub from Tree Hut. This is a mini one. It came in a little pack of 3. I really like this size. This is going to be nice for traveling. So, and I don't always travel with the scrub, but like if we're going somewhere warm where we're going to be like swimming and on the beach, then I definitely want to scrub. So anyway, this is the Peppermint Pearl. I really liked this. So peppermint to me is so hit and miss for wintertime. Like it's a fun, festive scent, but sometimes peppermint can make you really cold. Like it's too minty and then you're shivering in the shower. This was great. So this was a peppermint and a vanilla. I definitely would consider purchasing again in this season. I don't want it right now, but maybe next winter for like Christmas time, this would be really nice. And I did like this little size. So maybe I'll just get a little 3-pack again because this was definitely like the seasonal scent for me. And then the other 2 that it came with, I could use year round, which is great. So yeah, this was a win for me. I also have a body oil. I am not really a body oil person per se. This I think also came in my advent calendar box. So this is the Kapari Golden Aura body oil with 24 karat gold and hyaluronic acid. This was okay. Again, I'm not really a body oil person, but I figured if I'm going to finish this up, because I really didn't want it sitting like in my stash forever, winter is the time to do it. So I just dedicated myself to after showers using this instead of lotion for like probably 3 or 4 showers when it was gone. I will say I really appreciate the packaging on this because it's got a double cap. So you've got this one and then there's a little piece here that flips up and like locks in, there we go, locks in the oil. So I really love that because sometimes when I've used oils in the past, it's like you can't seal it all the way and then you put it back on the shelf or wherever and then everything's oily under it. And so didn't have that problem with this. This is smart packaging. You know, if I got it again, I would use it, but I'm not seeking out a body oil. It's just not really my thing. I do, however, like body butters and body creams, and I have 3 minis to talk about. The first one is the 54 Thrones. This is the Uganda vanilla and Ethiopian honey butter. This was a sample from Sephora. I freaking loved this. I would love to buy a full size. I think they're a little pricey, but maybe at the spring or like next fall's VIB sale, I'll splurge and get one because this was really, really good. It was kind of oily, but I loved it for my feet at night and also just like anywhere because again, it's so dry right now. So this was great for me. I also finished up a L'Occitane hand cream. I think this is just like the original scent. I don't know. It just says 20% shea butter. This was fine. Again, it's so dry that I'm whipping through anything like this. So it's great to get this used up. And then the other one is the Neom, I think that's how you say it, Real Luxury Magnesium Body Butter. This is the lavender, jasmine, and sandalwood. To be honest, I'm really not that much of a lavender fan, but I really enjoyed this. So supposedly, magnesium is one of the minerals that most of us are just deficient in. And so your body, supposedly, I don't know all the science on this, can absorb some of that through the skin, which is pretty cool if that's true. There are also people that say using magnesium lotions on like their feet or their legs helps with soreness after working out or anything like that. I'm walking daily, but I wouldn't say that's like super strenuous. So I don't know about like the soreness claim, but also some people say it helps them sleep. So I just started to apply this on my feet at night before I went to bed. I always tend to put a lotion on my feet at night so that they're not like super dry in the morning. But I started to use this. I want to believe it helped me sleep better. Like, I don't know if I have the science to prove it did or not, but I want to think that, okay? So I didn't repurchase this one because I don't like the scent of it as much, but I did repurchase a non-scented magnesium lotion and I'm using it at night on my feet and I'm kind of trying to experiment a little bit where I'll use it one night and I won't use it for 2 nights and I'll use it again to see if like miraculously I'm sleeping better. I don't know if I have results yet, so I can keep you informed, but I am interested in this magnesium thread. So if you have personal experience with magnesium, let me know in the comment section. Just curious what your experience is. Okay, let's keep the show on the road. I've got a clear top coat from Essie. This is my favorite one. It's the Gel Couture. It's not actually gel where you have to cure it, but this is my favorite top coat. I can get about here and then it gets too gloopy and I buy a new one. It's in this kind of funny twisted bottle, but I really like it. It works for me and it is like a nice shiny kind of finish, which is nice too. And then lastly, I've got 2 perfumes to talk about. How exciting. These are both travel size ones. I have a ton of fragrance right now, so I'm trying to work through them, and starting with some of these smaller ones seemed like a reasonable approach. So this one is the Juliet Has a Gun. It's called Not a Perfume. This is like clean skin type of scent. If that's your vibe, I think you would really like this. It's kind of like a 1-note scent. But it's good. I really liked it, and I felt like anytime I put it on, even if I was just like wearing a sweatshirt like today, it felt like just a little bit more put together. So this was nice. I probably wouldn't seek it out, but I enjoyed having it. This one is from Kayali. It was the Vanilla 28. This was also really good. This vanilla, it's almost a little bit spicy, which is kind of fun, but like not too much. I really like this one for the winter. This is like a deep vanilla, and I love vanilla year round, but this is a winter vanilla for me. So I did finish this up. I didn't have a ton left in here. I've had this one for a couple of years actually, but I'm happy I finished it up. Again, I have a lot of vanilla scents, so I won't be without vanilla. I've already moved on to other ones to focus on, but this was nice. I don't think I would purchase a full size, but I would be interested in a travel size again. So that's it for my empties. I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Again, let me know if you have any favorite products that you think I should check out in the comment section. Love to hear about your magnesium stories. Love to hear anything from you. Let's connect in the comment section. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.